More than a dozen suspects accused in a violent ambush at an Alvarado ICE detention center face a judge. As the site of another attack, this one at a Dallas ICE facility gets back to business. Thanks for being with us this midday. I'm Kara Sewell. We'll get to the new developments in that deadly Dallas attack in a moment. First, though, to Johnson County, where a hearing is going on right now in that case. And Natalie Haddad has been there live this morning with details. Hi, Natalie.
A good midday to you, Kara. As we know, in federal court, there are no cameras or even phones allowed. So I'll start by describing how this preliminary hearing started regarding the suspects in the Alvarado ICE facility ambush on July 5th. It started with 9 out of the more than a dozen suspects walking into the courtroom, one after the other in their orange or gray jumpsuits. They were handcuffed and had shackles around their feet. A witness, a member of law enforcement, described the group of suspects as members of Antifa. He described them as anti-global systems and used the word anarchist multiple times. He said that they also used large printing machinery to print out anarchist literature to distribute, sharing their messaging. The witness also called a suspect, Benjamin Song, who was on the run for multiple days after the attack, the ringleader of the ambush. And the witness also said that the suspects they have interviewed in this crime all describe Benjamin Song as not only the ringleader, but as someone they looked up to and admired at the time, and also compared him to that of a cult leader. Now, some background on this case. According to an affidavit, details how nearly a dozen people, some armed with AR-style rifles, fired fireworks toward the ICE detention center in Alvarado. Again, this was on July 4th. Others vandalized cars and property with graffiti. The group wore body armor, used radios to communicate, and carried an anti-fascism flag. Now, according to those same documents, one suspect, Benjamin Song, opened fire 20 to 30 rounds at 2 correctional officers outside the facility. An Alvarado police officer arrived on scene and was shot in the neck. The witness in today's courtroom did say that Song was responsible for that. Now, 10 people were arrested on July 4th and July 5th. An 11th and 12th suspect were taken into custody days later, including Song, who was found hiding in a North Dallas apartment. All suspects face charges for the coordinated attack, some charges also including attempted murder and discharging a firearm during a violent crime. Now, I've just left the courtroom. They are in a brief recess. The hearing will continue with another suspect here, probably within the next hour or so during the lunch hour. We did have our digital team also in there, our colleague Cole Sullivan also coming later to detail everything in these preliminary hearings, again, regarding the ambush attack in Alvarado at the ICE facility there. I'll send it back to you, Kara.